Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Dr. Giggles in the house. Yeah, that's me. It is 9:01 Eastern Standard Time, and for some reason I can't get the chat to load up. I have no idea what the deal is with that, but that's all right. We're just going to keep going with the flow anyway. I'm sure it'll eventually pop up on mine. I don't know about anybody else's end. If anybody is out there actually watching, can see me, can hear me, whatever, just hit me up on Facebook. Just let me know, because I don't know. I can't see who's here, who's not, what's going on. I keep resetting. Everything's good in terms of connection. You know, no kids are playing video games. I told them I'd beat the crap out of them. You know, I'd punish them, take away their games and stuff. But this week, we're going to talk about a recap of the Big E. We're going to talk about last week that Six Flags New England released, or this week, whatever, released the POV of Wicked Cyclone. We're going to talk about, what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about upcoming Ace events. We're going to talk about, you know, the chatter on the internet lately has been the official, what do you call it, the New England Skyway, New England closing. So we'll chit chat about that. Some other, some stuff about Cedar Point, about the whole King James thing, and a little other tidbits. And we'll get into every little detail that we can. So I'm just trying to see why the comments are not working today. It just keeps saying loading on my end, and I have no idea what is in fact going on. It just seems that YouTube is kind of a little, the chatter on, a little screwy the last couple days anyway. You know, I've rebooted the computer. I've done a little bit of everything, so I don't know what in fact is going on. But I don't know. I guess it's just time for YouTube to have a little brain fart. I guess. Not sure. I don't know what is going on. Oh, I see something pop up somewhere. Yeah, see, the chat is not okay on my end. I wonder what's going on my end that it's not playing. I just rebooted the computer right before I plugged everything in a few minutes ago. But chat is okay. I don't get it, man. I wonder what's going on. You know what I'm going to do while I'm chit-chatting? I'm going to reboot the internet here and see what is going on, because I don't have to reboot the show, just the internet, to see what is going on. Anyway, so while I reboot this internet thing, let's chit chat a little bit about Wicked Cyclone POV. Oh, somebody's hitting me up on something. What is it? No, it's a little late to the game. That's what it is. But in any case, so let's talk about Wicked Cyclone POV. We've been asking the POC for it, and they finally gave it to us. I don't know if they're waiting on RMC to give it, or whoever's in charge of that. Maybe they just wanted to hold out a little bit and not show what is in fact going on in terms of who's in charge of all that stuff. I don't know what they did. Maybe it was just another build-up kind of thing. You know how that is. You know how the Parks are. They're trying to get everything going. Yeah, see, the chat doesn't pop up for me. I don't know why. Maybe if I go over here like this, show more. Nope, show less. Yeah, I don't understand this anyway. Until this chat works, if you're typing to me, just hit me up on Facebook, because I can't see a damn thing. What's going on? It's just wacky. But everything's working on everybody's end about the show and everything, so it's just going to be a little weird. I don't know why and what is going on in terms of why it's doing this. Who knows? It just doesn't like me, I guess. You know how that is. He just doesn't like me. Anyway, so the POV. Let's get to the POV. I thought it was good to actually see the POV, you know, in all its glory. You know, personally for me, with the whole, you know, when they announced everything, you know, a month ago or so, or whatever, we saw what it was going to do, and it looked fantastic. You know, they showed some elements, they showed some things in it, and if you watch the POV video, they show that video plus the POV, and seeing the POV has gotten everybody a bit more excited than what I mean. Everybody was excited in terms of the POV. You know, just the ride itself, and then the POV comes out, and I've been reading all over the internet, different forums, different coaster clubs. I just wanted to see what people thought about the ride. People are in love with it because, one, if you look at it, it's relentless. There's not really much of a what I would call a break in the ride. You know, because usually you can do some elements and it just kind of goes. This thing is just going to be wicked, as in the terms, the whole ride through, which is great because, you know what, I like that. I want to feel the craziness that goes on. You know, when I talk to people about it, you know, people are excited about it. People, you know, this is a big thing for New England because, you know, the last time something big really came that caused a lot of excitement was honestly probably Bizarro. I mean, I'm not talking about like, you know, not like Skyscreamer excitement or Batman excitement or Pandemonium excitement. I'm talking like a huge, like, oh my God, crazy excitement. This is the thing. This is going to be putting like New England back on the map to make people want to go back. People would always come to the park. Why? You want to ride Bizarro. That's the only reason why you go there. Well, most people anyway. You know, from outside of the New England area. People want to go, they want to ride Bizarro. They want to go ride Goliath or, you know, whatever it is. But with this is a big deal. To me anyway. I know a lot of us see it. Some people don't really care. But I do see that this is a great addition, a great attraction to the park. It's going to be a great coaster. I don't care really what anybody says, but I think that this is definitely going to be this is definitely a hit. It's definitely going to, you know, drop the lines on a lot of the rides. So while everybody else is riding Wicked Cyclone, the rest of us can go ride everything else because that is going to have 2-3 hour waits all summer long. And it kind of bothers me that I can't see the chat. I don't know what. This is a great addition, a great attraction. I don't understand what to the park. It's it's good. I keep trying to reboot the damn thing, and it's not. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see what happens. But in any case, while everything, you know, with Wicked Cyclone, I just think it's a great thing. And I'm, you know, when I went and rode the new Texas Giant, I've probably said this before on the show, or I've said this to people that I know when I talk about the ride. You know, when I rode the new Texas Giant, I thought it was great. Just as is the way it was. I had never ridden the original Texas Giant the way it was before they did what they did to it. But at the same time, I was like, wow, this is cool. I wish one day that it could come up here to New England, something like that. You know, I always thought maybe it could happen, but I really didn't think it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they announced Cyclone closing and then all the clues started pop, I never thought, and you could go back and watch past shows either on Ustream or here, and I would be like, there's no way. You know, before it was announced, I was like, no way, not going to happen. And it isn't. And you know what? It is. I'm excited. Granted, it sucks when you take a classic Woody and rip it apart and make it what it is. Now it's like a Frankenstein's monster, but I'm excited for it. Maybe I'm biased because it's home territory, I guess, so to speak. But I enjoy it. I can't help it, but I really do truly enjoy it. Let's see if this works. No. Is it working? No? Maybe? It's working. Woohoo! Oh wow, it's really... I just reset Safari, so it's all kinds of crazy slow for me right now, just so it's redoing its thing. But, like I said, Wicked Cyclone's going to be... I think it's going to be awesome. So, but I wish I could say, what do you guys think about Wicked Cyclone? But at this second, I myself cannot see what is going on. Yeah, it's doing its thing. I don't know what it's doing. It's just being crazy right now. Maybe I should just go like this. I don't know. But, like I said, in any case, it's Wicked Cyclone's going to be what I would call pretty badass. I keep, I'm like a little 5-year-old at Christmas, wanting to open his presents. I keep watching the POV video all the time. I show it to people all the time that's never seen it. I'm excited for it. I'm more excited about that than any other attraction coming out next year. But then again, that's because, like I said, I'm biased. Home Park, awesome coaster, and I don't know what else to tell you besides that. Hey, go back over there. Yeah. I wonder if I go like this. Maybe I can look at it on my phone. Maybe I'm gonna try that. Do it 2 ways. Could work. And then I could see what everybody's talking. You probably tell me I'm dumb or something along those lines. This is running real slow, even on my phone. Yeah, today's a crazy day. I don't know why. Let's see what happens when I hit my phone. We'll see if I can get into the chat somehow, some way, somehow. Whoa. Any comments in this thing? Oh, wait, what's this? Comments. No. I don't see anything on this. How does anybody see anything on here? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like... Oh, here we go. It's doing it. Yeah! Let's see what it says when I do this. I know I'm wasting time and not talking, but I kind of feel naked without the whole, not being able to chit-chat with everybody. Hey, it's back! Yes! I don't know what I did, but it's back! Oh yeah, we're also going to talk about Fright Fest Media Day. Yes! It's back! Yes, yes, yes! I'm extra pumped. Sorry, guys, but now I'm back. It's working. All right. So, the question was from Bizarre Fanatic, how do you get Fright Fest Media Day? This one is strictly for writers and bloggers. We can't get anybody in. This is straight legit SFNE Online people running it in the Grove Show getting in. That's it. There's no... It's not like it's not like a new attraction, so to speak, like, Media Day for Skyscreamer or like what's going to be for Wicked Cyclone. This is strictly just anybody that's a writer or a blogger that has a site like this. That's what that is. Strictly is. And let's get into that, and then we're going to talk about Ace Day at Canopy because I'm going to it. Luco's going to it. My girlfriend's going. Kids are going. It's going to be Larry's birthday, so on and so forth. So let's just do the Fright Fest Media Day talk up, and then we'll talk about Ace Day at Canopy because that is coming up. Speaking in a couple days. Can't wait. But anyway, so for Fright Fest Media Day, one day I open my email and I see this invite. And I talked about it earlier that I could not go. Plans changed. I can now go. I've already RSVP'd with it. Zach is going to handle the SFNE Online side. I'm going to handle the... Zach and AJ are going to handle the... and Spencer are going to handle the... What do you call it? The SFNE Online side. I'm going to handle the Grove side. Me and Zach have been talking about what we're going to do so we don't put the same stuff up all the time. So we got to finalize that before next weekend. But it is next weekend. And like I said, the only way that you can get into the media day is by being invited by the park. You had to specifically be invited. I can't like just go, hey, and you can go, and you can go, and you can go, and you can go, and everybody can go. That's not what it is. Because you're not getting... Well, I mean, what they're giving you is pretty awesome. But, that's what SFNE Online and the Grove Show do. I mean, though we are under one umbrella, so to speak, it's all one unit, we do represent two different things, but it's the same, which is weird but funny, but that's just how it is. I do the show, and Zach and AJ, handle the forums and the blogs, and, I help write blogs once in a blue moon, and, the site gets updated, and the Facebook gets constantly updated, and that's just how SFNE Online runs. We take pride in giving everybody a little bit of everything that people like. I know not every member watches the show, obviously. More should watch. Tell everybody about it. You may hate it. You may like it. I don't know. Maybe people, somebody says, well, why is it Thursday nights? Thursday night's a great TV night. There's so many great shows on Thursday nights. Well, this is the night that kind of works the best. Some people would rather it be Wednesday. Some people would rather it be Thursday. Some like it Monday. Some like it Tuesday. Some like it Friday. Some like it Wednesday. You can't win. You just pick a day. You go with it. And that's why with YouTube, there's always the, hey, I missed it Thursday because I went out on a date, or I went to a baseball game, or I went to the park, or whatever. Let me rewatch it. That is the beauty of YouTube. In any case, so with all that, we're rolling up. We're all let me try and talk normally. We are all RSVP'd, ready to go. We got cameras ready, video cameras ready. We're going to do whatever we can, whatever they want to show. I mean, what they are giving us, and this was weird. I've never seen this before with a media day. They are giving us a tour guide and VIP access to the haunts. So basically what we're going to do is they're going to let us know what we can and cannot, take pictures of and videotape and all that stuff. Because obviously they don't want everything out because then it's like, oh, I can watch it and then I know where the scares are or maybe I don't like it. But whatever we can show, we're going to show. So I got to talk to Zach and AJ of what they want to put on the site and what I want to put on the show and blah, blah, blah. So not the next show. The show after is going to be, so 2 more Thursdays is going to be the show where we unveil the Fright Fest preview. So that'll be good. And then the weekend after that is Phoenix Fall Fun Fest. Can't wait. And actually that show is going to, now that I think about it, I may have to do this show from New York. Live from New York, it's the Grove Show. So that I got to talk to Tony and May about that. That's something I have to see if I'm able to do at their home. Should be able to do it. But in any case, So we're going to have all kinds of coverage of that. So if you want, I mean, if Fright Fest starts this weekend. It's, kind of like opening weekend of it. So I don't know if you want to wait until you see what we put out. Maybe you don't. You just want to go and hang out. But we're going to give a whole show on it. In case you're waiting until you get a review out of us about it, you will get that review. SFNE Online is going to be talking about it. And I'm going to talk about it on the show. And then I'm also going to hold the video off until the show. So I am going to play the show. On the show. I'm going to play the video on the show. So that way, you guys catch a glimpse of things. But we're going to have fun with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of things that we normally don't see, I guess, so to speak. But it should be great. Fun time. So for those that were looking to get in on it, we can't really help you on it. This wasn't like a invite to the world kind of thing. This was an invite to, like, radio stations, people that have blogs, people that, you got to be on the media list for it. If you're not on the media list, no dice. So you have a forum, but Bizarro Fanatic, but it just, for right now, that's got to put in a work, buddy. I'm not drinking my Mountain Dew. I'm drinking Fanta. So that's the whole, hey, Fright Fest Media thing. So let's talk Ace Day at Canopy Lake. So not only is it Ace Day at Canopy Lake, it's Larry's 46th birthday. So when you see him, give him 46th birthday slaps on the butt. Or 46 hugs, something. But with that being said, the check-in time is 10 a.m. And they also have, if I'm correct, I could be wrong, but I believe Oktoberfest is going on this weekend too. There, so it's probably going to be packed. But we can also enjoy. Ooh. I'm getting a lot of followers lately on Twitter. I don't know what that's about, but any case, so Ace Day Canopy Lake. So we're gonna 10 a.m. We're gonna be there. You are not on the media day. I highly doubt you are. Any case, so we are gonna go. We're gonna help Larry celebrate. What do you call it? His birthday. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have ERT. And you guys, for the price of everything, that's pretty cheap. That's not for what you get. You're getting your ticket, getting food, and you're getting ERT for that price. I do know there's 55 people going for the event. I do know that we're going to have a lot of fun. I mean, I love Canopy Lake. Or Canopy. I say Canopy. People bust my chops, whatever. But, excuse me, I had to let that out. I mean, when you go to Canopy, yeah, they don't have season passes, but they got a lot of awesome flats. I mean, Yankee Cannonball is fantastic. The cool thing is Jeremy finally gets to ride them because the last time I took him, he wasn't tall enough to ride them. He had to ride the bench. So now, the only ride I believe that he cannot ride is the Frisbee, like Tomahawk. He can't ride that. It's the only ride in the park that he cannot ride. He can ride the minor lost soul. He can ride everything. He should be able to get on the bumper cars. I didn't check. But he should be able to get on them, at least sit there. Yeah, the cost of the event. I don't count the kiddie coaster. I always just... See, my thing is I don't like corkscrew at all. It just bangs my head around. I mean, I'm going to ride it because my son hasn't ridden it. I'm going to ride it with him. Same thing, Untamed hurts. It's just the restraints. I wish they could change them out. I mean, for Canopy Lake, Untamed is awesome. For the most part, the GP and everybody loves it. It won't be busy, really. You would think with... well, everything's good on my end with Bandwidth. That's full lit up, ready to go. You would think with Oktoberfest and... Well, maybe because it's not Screamfest, so it's like the in-between time. Maybe that's why it's not going to be busy, but... Hey, regardless, I'm going to have fun with it. I want to ride the Caterpillar. I want to ride Psychodrome. I want to ride everything that I can. I love Canopy Lake. The only thing about it that I don't like is when it's busy, because they don't really have a lot of rides that eat up capacity. And so sometimes you're waiting in that line a little bit longer than you'd really like to. But I'm not taking that away from the park because I really do like it. They have some unique flats, like the Caterpillar there. I love that ride. It's like I love indoor scramblers. The Yankee Cannonball is worth the event alone. I'm trying to think of the other. Minor Lost Souls is awesome. The Sky Ride's awesome. Yeah, so like I said, Corkscrew for me, it hurts. I'm just prepared, and I will have Motrin on hand in my pocket to deal with Corkscrew. It's just, like I said, when I was a kid, when I had Rocky Point, I'd ride the Corkscrew there. When you're a kid, that don't bother you. You could ride that thing 1,000 million times. You really could. You could just ride it all day. When you're an adult, and maybe over time, it just hurts. The head bashing, that's the problem. The restraints are too hard. Because you're like a pinball. Bing, 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 ding, 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 kind of thing. So that I don't like. But Canopy's an awesome place. It still has that charm it's had forever. I love it. I mean, obviously the water rides are probably not going to be open. It's going to be too cold, I believe, for that. I really don't want to get wet. I really don't. I want to stay dry. I'm not going to lie about that. But at least we can eat, we can ride, we can hang, we can do a little bit of everything. Hey, I made some rhymes. Like, let's see, I'm a poet and didn't even know it. So I'm looking forward to Canopy Lake. I really didn't think I was going to make it to Canopy Lake this year. I really didn't. And I actually missed the deadline, but then the deadline opened up last week, and I was able to sign up. So here I come. I believe we're going to be there for 10 o'clock. So if I leave by 8:30 so I can get a coffee, we'll get there on time. Corkscrew equals road. Really, the water rides stay open until Sunday. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the log flume or the Boston Tea Party. I just can't see getting wet. I'm not one for getting wet, but I should probably bring clothes in case I'm stupid and decide to go on it. I can't believe the water rides are still open. I mean, they still do that at Six Flags. They do it everywhere. I don't get it. I understand people kind of want to cool off sometimes, but man, when it gets cold at night, I don't want to be wet. And then you start chafing and getting rashes, and it's just not fun. It's not fun to be in the park like that. It really isn't. So anyway, Ace Day at Canopy Lake this Saturday is going to be amazing. Totally amazing, I think. And especially like Luke always says, doesn't matter what park you're at, as long as you're with good friends, good people. It's all that matters. So that's like the quote to live by from Luco. Especially, live by that quote, and I think you'd be all right. What else do I have here on the list of things? All right, so let's talk King James at Cedar Point. They announced that they are not renaming a roller coaster King James, so that's a good thing. So no King James at Cedar Point, but they are partnering up with his charity, and they're going to do first rides for next year, which I don't know if Cedar Point's having another ride, or is it just going to be the Ragu ride, whatever it is, whatever they're calling it, the Mantis, what it was when they squish it, the ride, I guess. Maybe they can do first rides when they turn that. Because today they announced Ragu the ride is going to become flawless, and instead of a stand-up. So that means you can obviously it's not Mantis anymore, and it's something else, and it's got different cars on it. Same track, but you should be able to get it as another credit because hey, they changed the cars, so you're no longer standing, you're sitting, and you get to ride Ragu to ride. Ragu the ride, Ragu the flawless coaster. That's what I'm gonna call it. When I go to see the point, I'm gonna say, "Take me to Ragu to ride." And you know something? I was talking to Luco today. You know, everybody knows my gripe about Cedar Point. You know, quality over quantity, and you know, I never really had that what I call a great experience at Cedar Point. And it's not necessarily anything the park did, but maybe it was the people that I went with, so to speak. Now, when I mean that, like the first time I went, it rained. It was kind of miserable and raw and all that. It's my first time there, and within the first couple of rides, I'm riding Millennium Force, and that just kind of ruined the mood, you know. But like Lugo says, it doesn't matter what park you're at. It's the company you have for the enjoyment. Maybe I should give Cedar Point another shot, but I still think I'm not gonna love it like everybody else does. Yeah, Superman and Bizarro are 2 credits. Well, I don't know, honestly, because the only thing that changed on Superman and Bizarro is the color. That's a good question because I've ridden Superman and Bizarro, and I got to look at my coaster counter if I've actually counted that. I don't think I have. Yeah, Cedar Point has a nice few coasters. Yes, they do. But I don't. My thing is, now I'm not saying Cedar Point's like the worst park on the planet. No. Is it the best one? No, not at all. For those that love Cedar Point, please tell me why. Tell me why. What the fascination? Why is Cedar Point the most? Well, I guess to the fans, the most beloved park on the planet. Like when they lost Best Park for the year, people went bananas. You know, I don't understand the appeal that Cedar Point has to be the best. Why is it the best? Why does everybody love this park? You know, I would love for somebody to try to convince me why Cedar Point is one of the best parks. It's not. I think Kings Island ranks higher than Cedar Point, personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, out of the parks I've been to, I think Kings Island is better than Cedar Point. That's my... Still sit down. CP is changing position. See, my whole thing with Cedar Point is, why are people so like in love with Cedar Point? Nobody has been. This is when I ask people. See, I think Cedar Point is the most overrated park, and I don't want people to think that I'm bashing the hell out of it and I think it's crap. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it's not as great as it's hyped up to be. You got Top Thrill, you got Gemini, you got Magnum, you got Raptor. I like Iron Dragon. I like Blue Streak. Okay, you have all these other coasters, but I mean, my favorite ones when I go to the park, the ones that I really, really, really want to ride, is Magnum, Top Thrill, and Gemini. If I only rode those 3 for the whole time I was there, I would be happy. I wouldn't have to ride another coaster in the park. I've never ridden Gatekeeper, so I don't know how that is. So, what people have told me is because there's so many coasters in the park, it's the best park. Just because you have a lot of coasters in the park doesn't mean you have the best park. I'm sorry. So, I'm glad that Cedar Point's partnering up with LeBron James. You know, so when they do first rides, they're going to get, what do you call it? 100% of the proceeds are going to go to his foundation. No coaster gets renamed King James. But the point being is, I want somebody that loves Cedar Point so much. You know how like I love Six Flags New England so much. I can ramble on for hours and days on why Six Flags New England's an awesome park. Am I saying it is the best park? No. Am I saying is it a great park? Yes. But I'm not saying it is the best. But I can ramble on and I can voice my opinion as to why Six Flags New England is awesome. When you ask somebody, and it's not just coasters, I can give you an overall about the entire park of why. But nobody can ever give me an all-around answer of why Cedar Point is great. All anybody says, coasters, 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 coasters. That's all I ever hear. Hello, Lady of the Grove. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure one of you guys might say, Idlewild is the best park. And you're going to give me a million reasons why it's the greatest park. You could say Dorney is the best, and you're going to give me 100 million reasons why Dorney's great. I get one reason and one reason only from Cedar Point. And if that is the only reason, then that alone should tell people that it's not the best. I mean, that's the same thing with me in Six Flags Great Adventure. Everyone knows my gripe with that one. They used to have a million flats. They had so many flats, you needed 2 days. And then over time, I understand rides become maintenance nightmares. They break down. They can't get parts. You rip them out. Then you want to save money. So you don't want to hire people and pay for all this. So you get rid of them. I totally get it. But the selection of rides, and they're building it back up. And like I said, I think I had Cedar Point fatigue, and I've had Great Adventure fatigue, and I really need a break. I mean, I haven't gone to Cedar Point since Spring Con. So I didn't go this year, and I did not go last year, I don't think. I think Spring Con was 2012 at Cedar Point, and that was the last time that I went. See, like Don, he's not really impressed with SFNE, but he loves Canopy. And if I say to Don, tell me why Canopy is so great, he's going to give me legit reasons in his opinion why he thinks Canopy is awesome. You know, that's why I love opinions. People are going to say, that's awesome, that sucks, this is great, this is bad. Luco, I beg to differ. Even on a busy day, I can do everything I want to do in Cedar Point in half a day. Because there's not a lot I want to do. I look at the rides and go, I don't wanna, I don't like it. But don't get me wrong, Cedar Point does have some, like Calypso, and I can't think of the name of the ride, but it's right across from Max Air. I love Max Air. I like Skyhawk. What else they got that I like to ride? Oh, they got an Enterprise. I believe they got a Spider. I like to ride all those. But yeah, see, look, Don likes the charm. Cedar Point does not have charm. It's a big black top with black top, and it's always hot. Even on a cloudy day, it's hot, and I'm always miserable. See, Don reasons why Canopy is awesome. See, I spend a lot of time at Six Flags in New England. I know the park inside and out, except the amount of bathrooms. I don't know how many bathrooms there are. We got that question wrong on a scavenger hunt. I've done the whole park. See, when the first day that I ever went to Cedar Point, it rained. The park was completely empty. Every ride was a walk-on. I rode every single ride the first day. And we got there at 6 o'clock at night. And we left before the park closed. We were only there for like 3.5 hours, and we did the entire park, every ride. We did every single ride. You know, we didn't do the water park, but it's because it was raining out and all that. We rode everything. We rode Maverick. We rode every coaster. The only ride we didn't ride the first day was a Ferris wheel. Nobody wanted to ride the Ferris wheel. We rode the bumper cars. We rode the carousel there. We rode the Derby. We rode the bumper cars. We rode Calypso. All the antique car ride. We rode everything. We just went from ride to ride to ride to ride to ride to ride to ride. Like a robot. To ride, 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 to ride. We did it. And it was... I've never ran through a park like that. And so we did the whole park. It was all right, you know. But, you know, people put Millennium Force on a pedestal. Why? Because it's 300 feet and has a good drop. Woo! You know. But still, that's just... I've done the park. Enough of Cedar Point. So let's see what else I have on my my list here. Oh, let me do this. Come on. Oh, wait, helps if I do this. Oh, yeah, because I... emptied it out, basically. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying earlier in the show, what do people feel about the New England Skyway going bye-bye? I've been seeing a lot of mixed comments. Some people are like, yeah. Some people are like, boo. Some people are like, I hate you. Some people are like, yay. What do people feel about that? You know, what do you guys feel about... I mean, we've talked about it before, but the idea and thoughts fresh in my mind. So we may repeat ourselves, because maybe I'm getting Alzheimer's. I don't remember. But it just seems like the chat is getting stronger as we get closer to the end of the season. And when the end of the season comes and then the park closes, guess what happens? They're going to rip the... So when you go, probably by Nor'easter, if they happen to let you, you know, walk in the park, depending upon, you know what the ground looks like, could be snowy, and they might be like, no. You know, depend. I mean, if it's, you know, decent, they'll let us roam around. But still, and then you'll see the what do you call it? The Skyway going. It's going to look weird because every time you roll through, when you go down Main Street and all that, and you look and you see the Skyway just roaming, you know, walking down that way, and now it's going to be gone. It is going to be gone, and a lot of people are, yeah, the Skyway. A lot of people are going to be sad about it. I myself am kind of torn in the middle. You know, we've heard rumors that it's got to do with Cyclone. We've heard rumors it doesn't have to do with Cyclone. I heard new attractions going around. Nobody knows. I don't even know. I mean, I have a good relationship with the park, but not that good. So, I mean, granted, I mean, I agree with you, Costa Kev. I hate to lose any ride. I don't want to lose any of them. I mean, think about it. We're losing the Skyway. We already lost Twister. Cyclone's getting choppity chopped into Wicked Cyclone. We seem to be on this trend of let's rip out the flats and let's put in coasters. Or I think what you're going to start seeing is they're not going to keep a lot of the the so-called classics around unless they can get a brand new hippie version of it. I mean, when you have a park like that, and this goes for any park, I don't think the way to go is let's rip out flats and put in coasters. I think that's the wrong way of doing it. I think you're going to start losing a customer base. You're going to alienate people because not everybody likes coasters. There are people that go to the parks and they ride carousels and scramblers, eat ice cream, watch some shows, and that's their day. There are people that will not get on a coaster. And there are people that will pay to ride a few flat rides, pay to eat ice cream, watch some shows, and be happy with that. If you take away the flats, you start losing the customer base. Because not everybody wants to ride Bizarro or Millennium Force or I-305 and so on and so forth. Not everybody wants to ride those rides. Not everybody's going to want to ride Wicked Cyclone. Not everybody wants to ride Batman or Pandemonium. People are afraid. They just rather scream and be babies and get attention, and they have a fear. Yeah, Catapult, Rodeo. I mean, the list can go on for the Double Trouble and Chaos, and the list goes on and on. It's just what happens. Nightwing, Time Warp. Now, I highly doubt you'll ever see a ride go in the Pandemonium thing like Time Warp did. I highly doubt you'll ever see that happen again. I've heard what I would love to see for 2016 is a flat package, like 3, 4. I'd even be happy with 2 new flats. I'm hoping for 3, but I'll take 2 just to be in good faith of them adding some stuff. They need to add them back, not take them away. What I am interested in seeing is what Canopy Lake is going to get next year. I haven't heard a word. If anybody knows, it's going to be like Don or somebody like that's going to know. I'm waiting to see what Canopy is going to get. I'm waiting to see what Compounds is going to get. So, as you can see, they've ripped out a lot of rides. Now, Catapult, I can understand Catapult, even though it was unique. It was a maintenance nightmare. There was only 2 in the world. SNS was going through some things and weren't really making parts for anything. Stuff like that. Rodeo, up to my knowledge, I rode it the last year that it was there, and when I went the next year, it was gone. I was like, what the hell is this? There was nothing wrong with the ride. I don't know if they ripped it out to bring it to another park. I don't know, because I know when Shapiro was in power, as I call it, the Shapiro Reign of Terror, he loved ripping out flats. I don't know why, but he kept doing it. He just kept ripping them out and ripping them out and ripping them out. Whether they were good or not, he just kept ripping them out. I think it was during that time they were trying to save money because they were heading towards bankruptcy. And hey, let's just rip out the rides. Rip out the rides. Well, there you go. There's a flat for you. There's going to be a Fireball for... I keep telling the park when I talk to them, I keep trying to nudge that in there. Please, no Fireball. And what surprise, Don, are you thinking we may get Saturday? What do you think we are going to get? I don't care. I don't want to be surprised. I want to know. Spill the beans, dude. Spill the beans. I need to know. Inquiring minds such as myself would like to know what surprise we may get on Saturday. What is your prediction, Mr. Don? I need to know your prediction. But, so as we can see, the Six Flags ways to rip out flats. I kind of had enough of that. They need to stop that. But anyway, so let's talk Big E quick, and then we'll get into upcoming Ace events, and then we'll skedaddle. So anyway, Big E. I've been to the Big E plenty of times. I know Luco's been. I know Tony's been. My kids have been. My girlfriend and May have not been to Big E ever in their lives. So we're like, hey, we'll go. May really wanted to go, and so we went. See, I'm starting to get the feel of Big E isn't all what it's cracked up to be. Back when I was a teenager, see, I used to play in the high school band. And we used to go on Rhode Island Day every year, go march around, you know, do your thing, and something that involves a 15. That I don't know anything with a 15. But, so anyway, so we go there, you know, it used to be way, you know, the whole animal thing used to be way bigger. They used to have more things, horse pulls, this pull, pulla, woolla, woolla, this ding-a-dong, hang-a-ling-a-ling-dang. Yeah, I never got to ride Equinox either. Shame, shame, shame. But, so with the Big E, the big thing that I was looking forward to is food. And, you know, hit a couple rides, but I wanted to get food. And maybe I was going to buy something. You know, I tried the fresh chocolate shakes. Awesome. I did see that they have a 1 pound meatball there. And I couldn't fathom the idea of eating that. I'd probably crap all day. So I was against it. Yeah, the Big E is nowhere what it used to be. I mean, basically, it's just a giant flea market with some animals and some rides. It's definitely lost its appeal. I mean, I used to love and look forward to going to the Big E every year. I used to love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. You know, I used to always look forward to the Big E. But everything's like a big, you know, pushing pedal and getting by and that. You know, I bought some dip stuff. I tried out some foods. I had, excuse me, I'm like a pig. I'm sorry. And I shouldn't be doing it on a show and all that, but the hell with it. In any case, but the key thing was I wanted to try some foods and stuff. So I went to Maine, ate the baked potato. I went to some state that had apple cider donuts. And then I took Luco and Tony into the Rhode Island building, and I said, you have to try the hot wieners. Now, for those that do not know what a hot wiener is, it's some people will kind of compare it to a Coney Island dog, my uncle was saying, but it's basically a hot dog. It's made differently, but it has celery, salt, mustard, this meat with the sauce in it, and you can have onions on it if you like it. So I haven't seen an Enterprise at the Big E. I don't even remember there being an Enterprise at the Big E. But in any case, so Luco hates hot dogs, and I said, just try one. Just try one hot weenie. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. And he said that he actually liked it. Tastes different. Tony liked it. I slammed down a couple. Even my kid that hated hot wieners said, the hell with it. He was just going to eat it, and he loved it. So, but see, the thing is, they were whacking you $3 for this hot wiener. If you're actually in Rhode Island, you can get like 3 for $5. You know, I gave him a glass of coffee milk, and he wasn't that impressed with that. But you know, he ate fried pickles, and he had a lobster roll, and people were eating all kind. We were just eating all. I felt like I was a total fat ass, and I was just eating. It just seems like we just kept eating. I don't understand. But anyway, you know, we had fun. I'm not gonna. I had fun, like like Luco said. Wherever you go, as long as you got good friends, whatever, you're gonna have a blast. So, I mean, being with these guys, I had a lot of fun. I mean, do I want to run back to the Big E? No, but we rode some rides. We rode. I didn't ride it because I already had the credit, but they had the spinning mouse. We did ride Looping Dragon, the Fireball there. We rode Gravitron. We rode the Zipper, the couple of the dark rides, some of the fun houses. I didn't go and walk through fun houses. I didn't have enough tickets. We did the 2 haunted house things. We did Orbiter. We did quite a bit. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, no, you used a lot of tickets. I mean, Luco hooked it up. I didn't have a lot of tickets. I wasn't buying a lot of tickets, but I was paying for tickets for me, my girlfriend, the 2 kids. So I wasn't spending a lot of money in tickets, and plus we couldn't stay late because we had to run back, go get a kid, and so we left. But Luco did hook up my kids, and thank you again, Luco. You don't have to do that kind of thing, but it was cool. The kids had a blast. The kids were running around. Surprisingly, they didn't. I don't think any of them slept on the way home. I think they're just too busy having fun, whatever. I don't know. But Big E was, in fact, fun with friends, as I say it. If you've never been, I recommend at least going once. Check out the scene. Check out the food. There's all kinds of... You can get alligator burgers, camel rides, elephant rides, petting zoo. You can get deep fried lasagna, that crazy, disgusting glazed bacon cheeseburger thing. There's a lot to take in. I mean, if you've never been, I always say you got to do the Big E at least once, and especially if you're in the market for a hot tub, go there. Plenty of them. You can get a good deal on a hot tub. So in any case, if you've never been and you're like, hey, should I go? Just go once. Just go to the Big E once. Try it for yourself. Form your own opinion on it. You may like it better than I do. Maybe you hate it more than I do. I don't know. The Big E's all right. But, go there with an open mind. Go there with food on your mind. Go there with an empty stomach and eat away. All right. Let's pull up some... Let's do some events. Oops. I did that. Oh yeah, deep fried Kool-Aid. They got some crazy things in that place. There definitely is a bit of everything for everybody. All right, so now we know that you can't get into Eighth Day Canopy Lake. Gonna be a good time. If you're still looking to go to Fall Con for next weekend, you may still go, but you need to contact Steve Smith. That's going down at Busch Gardens, Tampa, Fun Spot USA in Kissimmee, and Fun Spot America in Orlando. So if you want to, you got to contact the registration director. And just let them know you're going. You pay there, and you should be all right. Now, after that, there's an event that I love, and I don't know if I think Larry and Tina are going. I know Jeff's going, and everybody and their mother's going. But Phoenix Fall Fun Fest. That is on October 4th. You do not need to do pre-registration. You just go to the ticket booth, get your ticket, whatever, get your little thing, and then you go have fun. That's all you got to worry about. It's all you got to do, and then you can have fun. So, remember, we don't always know exactly what's going on for Phoenix Fall Fun Fest. They tell you the rides that are open. But once you get there, then you find out what's included in your all-day thing, and then you find out what's not included. You're going to get pizza, and then they're going to have a parade, and they have this big giant bonfire that I've never done, that I'll get to experience for the first time this year. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to have a lot of fun. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Now, Don, are you doing Fall Con, or are you just going to Florida just to go? Because... a lot of people are complaining about Fall Con's lack of ERT, so I didn't know if you were going to Fall Con. Yeah, and I saw that the link to purchase tickets is going to go up live tomorrow for Coast of Madness. But for anybody that hasn't been to PPP before, which is Phoenix Fall Fun Fest, if you've never been, I told Larry for a couple years, I was like, dude, you need to go to Phoenix Fall Fun. Yeah, I'm going to go. For whatever his reasons were, he didn't go. And then he finally went. And now he's going again. I love, like I said, I could be a homeless bum living in the dirt in the woods somewhere. I will collect enough cans to get me to Phoenix Fall Fun Fest if I had to. Yeah, so you're doing the trip right, man. Universal Studios, SeaWorld, Fun. Are you going to both fun spots or just one fun spot? Because I've only been to the one in Kissimmee. I've never done the Orlando one. I got to do it, but I like the one in Kissimmee. You know what? Fun Spot is a weird little joint, man. I mean, I've only been to the one in Kissimmee, so I don't know how the Orlando one is. There's a lot of, they got some, I mean, they're mainly known for their go-karts. That's not, there's no secret there. They got awesome go-karts, 3-story, 2-story go-karts. So they got some good, and then they have, I mean, they've been taken out. Like, they had the double Ferris wheel. I'm glad I got to ride that. That thing was cool as hell. They had that Excite Bike weird thing. It was like getting an exercise. You were definitely burning calories while you were riding this thing. They got the small, Scream and Swing. But now they have the Miles Coaster at Orlando. They got the 300-foot thingamajiggy. Sky Coaster. They got a bunch of. They don't have a ton of rides, but they got enough to do. It's worth it. I know the Orlando one's got an Enterprise. They got the Woody. They got the suspended coaster. They got a Scrambler. They got a bunch of other rides and stuff. Yeah, White Lightning. So I definitely got to get out there, check it out, see what they got. Blah blah blah. I got to go to it. Try the go-karts there. But everybody says the go-karts in Kissimmee are better than the ones in Orlando. I don't know. I haven't tried them, but when I get to Orlando one, I am going to try it out and see, in fact, what they got. I'm a sucker for go-karts, man. If you can show me a good go-kart track, I'm all over it. I will ride. All right, so like I said, Coaster Madness link should be going up tomorrow, and that is for the following day after PPP on October 5th. Let's see, what else do we have here? I mean, there's stuff out in California that I know none of you guys are going to go to. But because I'm going to this, I'm going to talk about it. On October 11th, this Fall Thrill Fest at King's Dominion. The deadline date is September 30th. So if you haven't registered like myself, got to get on it. The day after that, on the 12th, is Celebrate America at Six Flags America. Another park I haven't been to, but I'm going to go. Again, the registration on that is the 30th. An event did pop up, Ace Ghost Lake at Conneaut Lake Park. That's popping up. Then they have on the 18th, they're going to have Boulder Dash Bash at Lake Compounce. The flyer online registration's on right now. I'm still waiting on 2 flyers. Well, 3. There's Smoky Mountain Coaster Fest. I haven't seen the fly for that. A Christmas Story Bookland down in Egg Harbor, New Jersey. But I've heard that event was awesome. But they're both on the same day, both on November 22nd. No, it's December 6th for Christmas Story and Coasting Through the Snow at Busch Gardens. I'm going to Busch Gardens for Coasting Through the Snow. And I'm going to go do Smoky Mountain Coaster Fest. I'm waiting on flyers for that stuff. They have announced Winter Adventure in January at Six Flags Great Adventure. The Nor'easter at Six Flags, the Great Nor'easter for the New England area, the off-season event, is March 14th. That's at Six Flags New England this year. Then, you got CoasterCon, and all that other stuff. So as we get closer to all that other stuff, when it's time to talk about them, we are. But there's definitely there's still events coming, still events going strong. So, I mean, like I said, we'll see what happens, when all these events start popping up. But it looks like it's still going strong. It's still going good for the year. My streak will eventually end of riding rides. I've been riding them and been to parks and carnivals and stuff since Spring Con. I've been going full force. So, let's see. Next weekend it continues. The weekend after that. The weekend after that. Sheesh. At least all the way through I go to Virginia and D.C. It's still going to keep going. And I'm going to keep going until at least the seasons end here. And then probably I'm going to make it all the way to the end of the season with a going to parks, basically. once they close down, all the rides close down and all that, then that's, once November hits, then my streak ends. But that's not pretty. That's a pretty good steady. I think I only missed like one weekend of rides the whole summer, like from when parks opened till. That's not bad. Only missing one weekend. But in any case, we're gonna get going. It's after 10 o'clock. In any case, I will see each and every one of you that head up to Ace Day at Canopy Lake Park. We're all going to have fun. We should all sing happy birthday to Larry at some point. We're going to ride coasters, eat food, get fat, have fun. I will see you all then. And we tune in next Thursday, Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Larry, Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back. We'll be back. So, and we'll do a, what do you call it? Yeah, Eastern Standard Time, baby. Woo! FTW. Yeah, so we'll be back next week. We're going to do coverage of the Ace Day Canopy Lake. We'll talk about it. We'll see what other news tidbits pop up from around the world. We'll discuss it. This was definitely a good show. You know what? I didn't have any notes prepared. Just thoughts in my mind for a show, which I thought was pretty good. So, anyway, I will see you all this weekend. Keep a lookout. We're going to hang. We're going to eat food. We're going to have fun. We're going to do our thing like a chicken wing on a string. And we're going to hang out. Can't wait. And then we'll be back next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next week, everybody, keep on coasting, baby. Peace and carrots. Woo!